What's up gamers, welcome back to the channel. If you've been struggling with lag, blurry visuals or just want to optimize your setup for Delta Force, you're in the right place. Today, I'm bringing you the ultimate settings guide for 2025 to boost your FPS and visibility so you can dominate every match. Ready to take your gameplay to the next level? Let's jump right in. Let's start with the game tab. Most of this is personal preference, but let me highlight one key setting: scope magnification. Did you know this adjusts how your optics zoom? If you turn it off, red dots and similar optics will zoom in closer for a tighter view. So I personally keep mine on for a more natural and realistic experience. Take a moment to pause the video and copy the rest of my settings if you want. Next up, keyboard and mouse settings. For sensitivity, I'm rocking 4 on 800 dpi. Everything else, it's on default. So these are my keybinds. I find this setup smooth and consistent across all FPS games. So feel free to pause and copy my keybinds if you're looking for inspiration. Moving on to the screen settings. Screen settings are straightforward, but here's a pro tip. Turn on the show performance parameters. This gives you real-time stats like GPU temperature, FPS and packet loss right on your screen. So it's super handy during intense matches. Now onto the juicy stuff, graphics settings. This is where you'll unlock that buttery smooth FPS. For the display mode, you can set it to full screen for lowest input lag, or borderless window if you alt tab a lot like me. So mine is set to borderless windowed. For the resolution, match your monitor's native resolution. For the refresh rate, just max it out. For frame rate caps, it's unlimited for both in-game and menu settings. For sharpness, I've set it to 50. It's perfect balance between clarity and comfort. VSync is always off for faster response times. For the field of view, I used to keep mine at 90 to 100, but I recently switched to 120 FOV, and let me tell you, it's a game changer. You'll see more of the battlefield and spot enemies faster. Now coming to the graphics settings. For the basic graphics preset, I recommend going low except for scene view distance, which I keep high so enemies and objects don't pop in awkwardly. I've set the motion blur to off. This is an FPS killer and unnecessary. Reflections, ambient occlusion, particles, set everything on low. No one's admiring the scenery in the middle of a gunfight. Moving on to the advanced graphics, set render scale to 100% for sharp visuals. Turn off depth of field to keep everything clear, and keep all other settings at low to maximize FPS. You won't lose any significant detail, trust me. Then for the super resolution, here's where things get technical but totally worth it. If you're using an NVIDIA GPU, set super resolution mode to DLSS. Then the super resolution to performance. For NVIDIA Reflex, keep it on low latency. Enhanced mode might sound tempting, but I've found it causes stutters and frame drops. So stick to low latency for the best experience. Coming to the audio settings, don't underestimate the power of sound. Turn on HRTF for directional audio that immerses you in the game world. It's especially useful for pinpointing footsteps and gunfight, giving you the edge in combat. Finally, a few quick tips to squeeze out even more performance. After making all these changes, always recompile shaders for optimal performance. Shut down unnecessary apps like Chrome or Discord while playing. And once in-game, completely exit the launcher to free up system resources. And that's it, folks. These settings have transformed my Delta Force experience, and I'm confident they'll do the same for you. Whether you're hunting for maximum FPS or crystal clear visibility, this guide has you covered. If this video helped you level up your gameplay, smash that like button, share it with your squad, and hit subscribe for more killer tips. Got questions or your own tips? Drop them in the comments below. Until next time, stay sharp, stay focused, and I'll see you on the battlefield.